Welcome back, you beautiful people, to another cold and late evening on the ice sheet. It is now 11 o'clock and it is minus 41 degrees outside. Paddock is visiting the grave of John Dum. John Dum didn't have the greatest run. He kind of came in, he done alright for a while, and now he's dead. I think he might have lasted about 3/4 of an episode. I don't understand why. Like, literally, he was all in the base, never went out, then a raid comes, and then he decided to run over here and get himself killed. Well, kidnapped, and then died from the blood loss. But, details, we have a plan, and something that we need to achieve this episode, and what we need to achieve is the hydroponics. Because if we can get the hydroponics up, we can get enough rice, and with enough rice, we can cook some simple meals, and with the simple meals, we can feed the doggos. Which means we don't need to sell them off. So, just a thought there, that might work. And what would probably also be a good idea, seeing as we're there, let's get some doors in, just so we can start moving around this hydroponics a little bit quicker. I think that will do. And then we also want to put heavy doors into those two sections there. We're going to try to keep the heat into this area. We're going to have heating in the rooms, heating in the hydroponics, and if we can keep like this area nice and warm, then it's just going to make keeping it warm easier, if that makes sense, because that will have heating there, that will have heating there, and then there won't be the cold void on this side. So it should help out a little bit on the old insulation front. And we also need to start moving around Paddock's bedroom. So that was his room for a little bit, for a couple episodes. This time we are going to put in, we're not going to worry about his bedroom at the moment, we'll sort that in a second. And once again, another Asari. I'm not sure why they keep coming in, but this is pretty much all we got. And yet again, they just have some crazy good stats. Thinking about it, it's probably because they're so old. So this one's 768 years old, which makes sense why their stats are crazy. Constantly bemused, not great, beautiful, restful, and bisexual. Restful's really good, bisexual just gets along with everyone, beautiful, everyone likes them. Constantly bemused, -3 mood effect. Not massive, but not great. So anyway, we're going to strip all the kit off them, leave them to die, and then the doggos will eat the body and we can sell their clothes. Just realised how dark that sounded. Welcome to Rimworld, everyone. We do have a bulk good trader coming in from the Solarians, and we've gone up to trade with them, and they have a Slayer's mark on them. Now, this is completely, super, and utterly broken, so therefore I want it. So it has armor plus 20 to blunt, heat plus 30%, sharp plus 10, then immunity gain plus 200%, melee dodge chance plus 250, melee hit chance 2.5, which again is amazing. Mental break threshold minus 25%, blood filtration, blood pumping, breathing, consciousness and hearing plus 25, manipulation plus 200%, metabolism plus 25%, moving plus 200%, sight plus 25, pain 50%, tiredness 80%, total bleed factor 50%, and natural healing factor 200%. Now, it is on the Solarians, which are kind of our friends and the point of this playthrough. But I am not going to lie, I'm half tempted to find which muffler it's on and just shoot it. And if we do it right, the Solarians won't fall out with us over it. You do it wrong and they will. An Architect Medicine, Advanced Arms, they got some serious stuff. Let's go find this and then I'll be right back. Okay, so both of the Slayer's marks are on the muffalo hidden right in the middle. So what we can do is we can shoot the muffalo. We shoot it with a 50, so it's probably going to die. We'll put it on single shot. And then, so we know where it is. And let's see what our relation with them is. And if it is good enough, then we might be able to get away with it. Yeah, so we have plus 85 relation with them. So we could go and slot the muffalo. But then I've got nothing that can actually install the Slayer's mark. Do you know what? That sounds like a future problem. Let's go kill a Muffalo. Let's get Slayer's Mark. And like I said, let's just see how broken we can get an STG operative. Okay. Whereabouts are you, Paddock? Oh, you over there. I'll let you know when we're in position. We're going to have to change down to a 3-shot burst. I would want to be on a single shot burst. Well, single fire. But unfortunately the rifle doesn't have that option. Now let's go find this Muffalo. And here it is. We'll wait until it comes outside of the pack. And we'll just keep an eye on it. And then when we can get super close and there's nothing else in the way, we just give it a face full of lead. This is like following one of those cups at like the carnival. Okay. This might be the end of the playthrough if this goes wrong, because they're all going to shoot us. We do have a bunch of turrets which will give us a little bit of support. But yeah, let's see what happens. Cool, what do we go down to? 32 on the Solarians. That is fine. Alright, happy days. Oh, and we also got some skill trainers. Don't mind that at all. Cloth hampers. Marble animal sleeping spot. That doesn't sound particularly comfortable. Large steel sculpture. Wooden darts board. Yeah, Paddock would like that. He seems like a guy that play darts. There we go. Put that over there. A large steel sculpture masterwork. Yeah, let's put that there. That seems alright. 2 Slayer's Marks. And actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Just because we're feeling generous because they're our allies. We'll go and trade with them and sell some of the stuff back that we don't need. Because that's the thing. So, Slayer's Mark we could sell for 16,000. Could do that, we'd only need 1 at the moment anyway. This stuff's all ours. You're going to have a large poor skill sculpture. We'll keep that one, that seems alright. You can get rid of this junk to them. You can have the cloth hampers. Oh, we don't want those. I don't like psychic powers in this game. Cool. This, if all goes to plan, will allow us... Oh, we've got elephant's tusks as well. Tidy. To use the comms console and possibly get another recruit coming in. And just hope they're good at medical. We'll need to put a comms console in for what we have planned, and we also need to put in a trading beacon as well. And I think those two, if it all plans out the way I've got it planned, which it probably won't, but it might do, we should be able to get onto Rimdeed, and hopefully Rimdeed will have a Solarian. And with that Solarian, obviously we can buy them, they'll join us. They can then put the implant into Paddock, and then Paddock should be able to put the implant back into them. So we'd end up with like 2 super-powered Solarian colonists. And I think that's going to be a fun way to do it. And then if we install the Slayer's Mark, I'm just going to crank the difficulty up to 500% threat scaling. I think that's how we'll balance it. A shell crash has come in, and let's see if they've got anything for us. Right, they did have what looks like 2 Solarians, but unfortunately they both died. Now Solarians are super weak, so this one was alive when he crashed but died pretty quickly. Yeah, they've got like minus like 22 each hit point, well each body part, so they do bleed out super quick. And let's have a little look, see if this one's really good as well. Yeah, really good medical with energetic, with decent social and cooking. A lot of them are incapable of violence, so I am noticing that. But it looks like, yeah, you got a flak jacket, which for us is going to sell for a bit. And then we'll get these hauled in so dogs can eat them. Yeah, seems to be doing alright. Mechanoids are coming back in. What's that, 5 ciphers? Yeah, not terrifying. If they catch us out in the open, we might be in trouble, but Paddock's over there. We do have some Taurians with us, and if we're lucky, the Taurians will go fight the ciphers and get chomped up. And this guy looks like he's in some sort of power armor. Recon armor. Not bad. Could be quite useful. If he gets knocked down and then he's still alive, oh, actually we wouldn't be able to do anything with it because then we'd annoy the Taurians. And we don't want to annoy too many people. But yeah, those guys should get taken out by the ciphers. Our turrets won't be able to really support them unless they come through this very narrow window of fire here. But this should be a bunch more meat for the doggos, hopefully. That's attacking our crypto fleet. Not the end of the world. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Looks like the Taurians are going to hold. Oh no, you're in close combat. We shall see what happens. Worst case scenario, we get food, which I am fine with. The other side is they take out the ciphers and we didn't have to do anything about it, and Paddock's just going on doing what he wants. Cool, so one's down, that's the one with a good gun. This guy's trying to fight some lancers with a pistol. This guy's shooting him. He does have a frontier rifle, which is a 7.62x51, which is more than enough to get through one of Lance's armors. And a Bolt's good trader from the Grey Dane clan is coming in. Yep. Sweet. Taurians are down. They're now in range of our turrets. And I think this is going to be a good way to test them out. Why are you on that? You should be on armor piercing. Okay, turrets didn't do amazing, but they're doing okay. You going to hit anything, buddy? I think we're going to need to install some lights. I do seem to remember that being a big thing. So, like a spotlight in between. Yeah, I reckon that could do it. And then they're all lit, so it's going to be easier to shoot them. Happy days. And the Grey Dane clan, what you got? You got a bunch of alpha beavers. I don't think they're going to do super well against ciphers. But that being said, the ciphers are pretty mashed up. Oh, the reason it's got no ammo is because Paddock hasn't moved these across. Okay, before that becomes a problem, let's go and prioritise working on this. Grey Dane clan is leaving. And are the alpha beavers going to be able to take down a cipher? Probably not, I reckon is the answer to that. Now that cipher took sweet all damage and took more people down. Cool. The age-old question, who wins? Ciphers or alpha beavers? Turns out, alpha beavers. If they come to this side, this turret is armed. Cool. We got a good shot there. And then we've also got a whole bunch of turrets over here, which also haven't been filled. Armor piercing, here we go. Ah, nice cross field of fire there. Or overlapping fields of fire. That worked really well. I'm happy with that. That almost makes me want to dig this section here out and then put another couple more turrets in. Let's do that. If we know they come this way, then we might as well reinforce it. That's a little bit on the big side, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. It just means more turrets. And we'll go like that for the moment. That should, if I'm not mistaken, stop them shooting over each other. Yeah? I'm alright with this. And once more, another wanderer joins. I mean, are there a bunch of Arctic expeditions going off, so there's just people up in the North Pole, so they're joining us, or what? Like, it's really confusing. I know it's not, it's a computer game. But let's strip him of all of his kit, we can sell this, and then if we're lucky, he won't make it off the map tile, and then we can feed him to the dogs. And accept. See you later, Lester, mate. Enjoy. Shivering. Do you know what? It looks like he might actually make it off the tile. 16, 18. Yeah, he's going to be fine. That's annoying. Kind of hoping he was going to die. And, oh, security forces come in. These guys cannot leave us alone at the moment, which is fine because they normally have pretty good kit. Polaris Restorer. That is super good. That's basically like a mech healer serum. So good to have. Slave ship orbital trader cool, which is good. You will get rid of the Architect Eraser, we don't need that. Get rid of the musket ball. We'll keep the cooking, just because. They can have our EMP grenades, we want our rocket launcher, we'll keep our guns, we'll sell all the clothes that we have looted. and they can have the backpack. But what we will pick up is a bio sun lamp. Now, these are like your normal sun lamp, except for two main differences. They only take 1,000 watts instead of like 2,800, and they cover a huge area. So more than enough to cover a hydroponics, whilst working 24 hours a day. So all your crops grow super ridiculously quickly, which means we're going to need to build a bigger hydroponics. So maybe, in fact, the hydroponics goes up here. Yeah, with a little bit of mining, a little bit of base reconstruction. That works. I'm happy with that. We'll put that there, but we'll turn it off. And then hopefully that just gets hauled in. Actually, that's not going to work. It will just get left outside. So let's get it in, and then we'll just turn it off. As we have the spare power, there is no real reason why we just don't move the hydroponics all across there. Now, the sun lamp does produce its own heat as well. Whether or not that's actually going to be enough, considering how cold it is, as we are on the middle of an ice sheet, I think that it gets pretty cold. But I'm hoping that this might produce enough heat. If it doesn't, we can always put a couple heaters in, but it means we don't need to worry about the roofing. And yeah, we haven't really optimized the space at the moment, but then again, that is not a massive issue because it's still going to be better than what we had, which now also frees up this area here for us. So I think that is looking pretty good, and all we need to do here then is just pull these walls out, and now we have a bigger storeroom as well, which once more works out really well for us. So I think the well from the Slayer's Mark has definitely made an effect. So we have 10 man-hunting caribou coming in, which could be somewhat dangerous if we weren't completely super broken and overpowered, and yeah, all of those good things. And we also have the security force coming in, which can just one-shot any of those. And then we also have a whole bunch of turrets set, which are going to be absolutely devastating against the caribou. I'm looking forward to this. But that all being said, we do have a bulk good trader off the back of that coming in from the White Hand clan. So, well, just the White Hand. These guys sometimes sell slaves even in their bulk caravans, so I think we go in. They've also gone and shot up one of their walks, which isn't the smartest thing. Our turrets are also doing that. We ended up shooting the muffaloes with our turrets, which isn't a great thing, that is for sure. And if they do one more... Okay, cool. The security force didn't turn. Security force has turned against us. We're done. We are completely done. The security force might just be the single most broken thing to ever happen in Rimworld. Right. Their guns can just shoot straight through our armor, I'm pretty sure. 28mm. Cool. Well, 14mm or 28, depending on what round they're using. Yeah. 28mm of armor penetration, so they can shoot straight through our armor. They got some really good shield belts, so they're going to be difficult to take down. I think what we do, just because we're going to be spiteful about this, is we're going to hunt down their muffaloes, because the muffaloes are going to try to run away. But if we can shoot them, then at least we get something out of it if we hold. Okay, there's one muffalo down. Let's get another one. That's to us being reloaded. Okay, that's 2 muffalo down. And yeah, they're dropping some decent stuff. I prefer to have them as an ally than looting their caravans, but right now that's what we have, so that's what we're doing. And maybe we've taken enough muffalo out, they'll retreat. I hope. Maybe. They've already destroyed one turret. Annoying, but we will live. Our other turrets are firing. This guy over here is by himself, so we might be able to go in and take him, but let's go take this extra muffalo out. 5,000 silver. We'll get some decent stuff, all being considered. Turrets down. And they're all moving, so they are retreating. So we carry on down. Oh, we do have a rocket launcher there. That's not bad. Our turrets seem to be doing okay. They're not going to be able to do anything against these guys because they literally just respawn once you kill them. Hence why they're super broken. And let's just give them a face full of 50 and we'll see what happens. Because I'm doubting much if we hit him. Okay, we do have him suppressed, so he's not going to be shooting very well. Yeah, and he just hit us with lightning. Cool. Let's go get in some cover. And keep firing. Paddock, you got this. Can't hit him. Why aren't you hitting him, Paddock? Dude Fairy's not hitting us, so I guess we'll call that a victory. Reload, and then I think we're just gonna get in close. Our shield seems to be recharging quicker than they can take it down because they don't actually do a mass amount of damage. Okay, we just got hit by lightning again. Cool. Come on, Paddock. Literally straight in the face. All absorbed. And they're trying to catch us on fire. Yeah, these guys are just mentally tough. Okay, we need to get through their shield. One more good volley. And yeah, that's their shield done. And they've decided to steal what they can and leave. Yeah, no, you're not doing that. Ha. You can't use their kit because it's all bio-coded. But an Architect mass baton, I bet that sells for an absolute fortune. Oh, and we also got this guy down here. And thankfully, because they knew what was going to happen, they gave us a whole bunch of things that we could store their kit in. Haha. Oh, right. Cool. Well, I'm not going to lie. I think we might have undone ourselves taking them on. Because we are just going to be hit by massive, powerful raids. And the security force is going to be coming for us. Which isn't good. Those guys are all crazy powerful. So it took us a while just to take one down. What we could do is... Okay, so we've got some puppies kicking around now. Put the puppies into drop pods, which was a viewer recommended comment. And it's a brilliant one. And we just send the puppies off to the security force to try and make peace with them. Yeah, I reckon that'll work. Yeah, so there's no video yesterday, and unfortunately there won't be one tomorrow because I will be away when you see this, and I only just found out, so I haven't had enough time to really prep anything. So just threw this one together. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Konzi, and I look forward to catching you on the next one.